Hello and welcome to the Game Week 2 score predictions of the Championship 2022/23 season. Opening day is done, hence Game Week 2, second week. Let's go again. Straight off, Birmingham City against Huddersfield Town. Now, it was a 2-0 victory to Huddersfield Town when these two sides played each other last season. Birmingham City got a 0-0 draw with Luton Town in their opening day. Huddersfield lost 1-0 to Burnley. Still early days, and you can't really predict any Championship scores in the first few weeks. You can never normally predict Championship scores, no matter if it's halfway through the season, but I'm going to just go for a 1-1 draw. I feel like this one will be the fairest result. I'm going to back both sides to score. Just Huddersfield Town isn't the Huddersfield Town that we saw last season, so I'm going to back Birmingham City to get something from this game, even though they are one of the relegation favourites. But I'll go 1-1, and then we move on to Bristol City, who had a 1-0 lead against Hull City in their opening day game before Hull making a comeback and winning that one 2-1. Sunderland got a 1-1 draw against Coventry City in their first game as well. Surprisingly, these two sides haven't faced each other since 2018, where it was a 3-3 draw. So it was a very big scoreline on that particular day. I'm going to go for the same result, but just not the same scoreline. I'll go for another 1-1 draw. Okay, Burnley's second game of the season. I've already mentioned them above when I was speaking about Huddersfield. They did beat Huddersfield Town 1-0. Luton, again, they drew 0-0 with Birmingham City. They're at Turf Moor this game. Their first time back at Turf Moor in the Championship for a very long time, but I do think Burnley's going to have a very good season and probably go straight back up to the Premiership. I'm going to go for I'll go 2-0 Burnley. I think they were very they played very well against Huddersfield Town. Okay, next up, Coventry against Rotherham. Both these sides picked up a 1-1 draw in their opening day. Coventry City, of course, against Sunderland. Rotherham United got a 1-1 draw with Swansea. These two sides haven't faced each other since they were in League One, where it ended a 1-0 victory to Cov City. I'm gonna go for a Coventry City victory in this one, but I'm gonna go 2-1. I'll back both sides to score. I was really impressed with Rotherham United against Swansea, but I don't think they're going to pick up all 3 points here. And I'll back Coventry City to get the victory. So 2-1 to Coventry. Oh dear, Norwich City, they did not have the greatest of starts, losing 1-0 to Cardiff. Their opponents, of course, were playing my team, Preston North End, in a 0-0 draw. We'll get on to them just after this one. Norwich City, they have to make amends from that absolutely horrible start to their Championship campaign. I'm going to go for a comfortable 2-0 victory in this one. I can't see Norwich mucking up this game. Although it was a 1-1 draw last time these two sides faced back in 2019. So you never know what could happen. It's the Championship, anything could happen. But, Norwich City, I'm still going to say they're going to have too much quality for Wigan in this game. Back at Carrow Road, home support, 2-0 to the Canaries. And then it's over to Deepdale. Preston North End against Hull City. Preston, of course, got a 0-0 draw with Wigan. Hull came back from 1-0 down against Bristol to win it 2-1. Bristol City, sorry. Don't want to just say Bristol. Don't want to get confused with Bristol Rovers. I'm going to back us for a victory. I'm going to go 2-1 to Preston. It was a 1-0 victory the last time these two sides faced last season, and I feel like Preston against Wigan, we did really well. Our defence was superb. Hull City's attack, though, is fairly decent as well. So I am going to back them to get one, as I have done. But at home, home support on them. We've got a very good record at Deepdale the past couple seasons. So I really do think we can pick up all 3 points in this one and continue with an unbeaten record maybe. So yeah, 2-1 to North End. Queen's Park Rangers, they lost 1-0 to Blackburn in their opening day. Middlesbrough got a draw with West Brom, 1-1. Look, Queen's Park Rangers are undefeated in their last 6 games with Middlesbrough. I do think that's going to change now though, and I do think Middlesbrough is just going to be a little bit too strong for them. I'm going to go for a 2-1 away victory to Middlesbrough. Reading and Cardiff. Reading, they've been poor. They lost 1-0 to Blackpool in their opening day. Who loses to Blackpool? Come on. Reading, I do think they're going to have a poor season. Cardiff City, they were the ones who beat Norwich 1-0. I'm going to say they're going to pick up another 1-0 victory away from home here. So yeah, 1-0 to the Bluebirds. And then we've got a very good game. I think this one, Sheffield United against Millwall. Sheffield United lost 1-0 to Watford. Millwall beat Stoke City 2-0. Look, I think Sheffield United are the favourites for this game. I wouldn't be too sure though. I do think Millwall will pick up something from this game. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw to be on the safe side. Millwall, of course, are one of the draw specialists in the league from last season, and it is very difficult to pick up all 3 points against a very strong Millwall side. And with with that victory against Stoke, they'll be high on confidence, and I think they'll pick up something from this game. Stoke City against Blackpool, just mentioned them. Stoke lost 2-0 to Millwall. Blackpool, they lost 1-0 to Reading. It was a 1-0 victory to Blackpool these two sides faced last season. I'm going to say it'll be the same scoreline, but to the home side this time. I'll go for a Stoke victory. They need to bounce back. Blackpool, I think, is a perfect opposition, perfect time for them to do just that. So 1-0 to the Potters. And then we move on to the final 2 games. Swansea City against Blackburn Rovers. This always ends in a very good game. I think it was a 1-1 draw last time these two sides faced. I know there's been like 2-1 victories to either side, 1-1 draws, 2-2 draws. So look, I'm going to go for a draw in this one once again, just to be on the safe side. But I really do think either team could win this one. Swansea City will want to bounce back from only picking up a point against Rotherham United. Blackburn, of course, they've had a good start to the season. I can probably only see both sides getting a point in this one. So 1-1. And then that leaves us with our final game, West Brom against Watford. The last time these two sides faced was back in the Premier League, where Watford came out 1-0 winners. And I think Watford are going to win it again, but I do back both sides to score, and I'll go for 2-1 victory to the Hornets to wrap up my Game Week 2 score predictions. Thank you all for tuning in, and please do leave a like if you did enjoy and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all probably next week for Game Week 3 predictions. Bye.